Hi, I'm Dr. Nicola Ducharme, owner and medical director of RestorMedicine. So, chances are, if you found your way to us, you have already been to a myriad of practitioners, to specialists. You've tried umpteen numbers of protocols and diets and treatment plans and modalities, and yet you're still struggling with chronic symptoms, pain, brain fog, neurological issues, fatigue. The list goes on and on. So I want you to know that no matter what has happened in your history so far, you are in the right place. We are here to help. So just a little bit of background first on myself. I was born in England and I lived there till I was 6. And then my whole family moved to Australia, and I lived in Australia until my early 20s. In my early 20s, I did what most young Aussies do and set off with a backpack and a couple of $1,000 and just kind of wing it and backpack around, which I did. And that was very, very fun. And I fell in love with the United States, especially New York City. So I was on a mission then to get back to the United States. When I was home in Australia, I did train as a naturopath and I got my Bachelor of Health Sciences in naturopathy. But that's as far as the education there went. So when I came to the States and found that there was a doctorate in naturopathic medicine and that that naturopathic doctors could actually be medical providers, that was very exciting to me. So I set off to Seattle for a 4-year adventure, and in 2003 got my doctorate in naturopathic medicine. I moved down to San Diego right away in seeking out the sun after 4 rainy, drizzly years in Seattle, and was very fortunate to be connected with a practice called Biohealth Centers. And Biohealth Centers was run then by Dr. Kurt Wooler, who later then transferred the practice back to his private practice, which was called Still Point Centers. So Dr. Wooler was a great mentor for me for those first couple of years. He trained me in everything he knew about working with kids on the autism spectrum. And I loved that. Working with the kids, the parents was so rewarding. There was so much that can be done for that group. But what ended up transpiring is some of the moms would come to see me and they'd say, gosh, I'm fatigued. Everything hurts. I don't know what's going on. And so I would start doing a functional medicine workup with them. And we'd look at adrenals, we'd look at toxic metals, we'd look at mold, we'd look at Lyme. And sure enough, Lyme disease kept coming up more and more than I ever would have thought. And so that was the crossroads in my professional journey. And I started working more with Lyme disease patients. So I've been working with chronic Lyme and chronic complex illness since 2004. And it really has become the majority of what I do in my practice now at RestorMedicine. We still love working with our patients who may be just hitting up on hormone issues, on perimenopause, on menopause, or have like severe digestive issues that they can't get on top of. We love working with those patients as well. But what we really are known for is the chronic complex illness, such as Lyme disease, mycotoxin illness, and Mast Cell Activation Syndrome. So what we strive to provide is truly an integrative approach to these illnesses. And what does that mean? Integrative really, to me, brings in the best of both worlds. It means that we use natural modalities where possible, and we use the modalities that are going to be the most gentle and the most healing for the body. But we also have access to pharmaceutical approaches where needed. And the advantage is, and my patients know, I've done a lot of antibiotic therapy with my Lyme patients over the years. But the advantage of being integrative is that we can then use our naturopathic supports to minimize and mitigate any possible side effects from antibiotics or whatever medications we may be using, antifungals, antivirals, etc. So it really is bringing the best of both worlds together, that we can use those things in combination. We work with nutrition, we work with herbal medicine, we work with detoxification protocols, we work with hormone balancing. We really have a very extensive toolkit that we can draw from to help you the most. So what else? I have written some books on Lyme disease. The Lyme Diet was the first one, and then The Beginner's Guide to Lyme and Lyme Brain. I've also created 2 courses, online courses about Lyme disease called Lyme-Ed for Patients and Lyme-Ed for Practitioners. And then a couple of years ago, I was trained in hypnotherapy, emotional freedom technique, neurolinguistic programming. And from there, I put together a course called the Transformational Healing Academy Mastering Mindset Program. And that has just been phenomenal for my patients. So we offer mindset training, and this is all about how to rewire the nervous system and get into the parasympathetic nervous system response, which is where healing occurs, by the way, and out of that fight or flight sympathetic response. And we also offer mindset coaching so that alongside the one-on-one personalized medical care, we are also training our patients to rewire their thought patterns, to not go down those negative thought spirals or not get stuck in those negative thought spirals. And that has been a game changer for our patients. So now we weave those things together in our memberships and in our programs where we provide the personalized medical care with advanced diagnostic testing and integrative therapeutics. But we also combine it with the mindset and the neural rewiring training and coaching. And that has changed everything. That has really boosted the results that we're seeing in our patients. And not only results with their health, but results with all parts of their lives. Their relationships are improving. They're more positive about the future, more hopeful about the future. So that has been hugely rewarding and something that I've really enjoyed incorporating into the practice. So we really, we have our tools and our modalities and our things that we do, but we also really are very committed in who we are and who we are for our patients. So we understand fully that by the time you come to see us, things may not have gone well along the way. You may have even full tilt medical PTSD by this point. And our promise to you is that we are here for you. We will listen to you. We will never tell you you're crazy, and we will never tell you your symptoms are all in your head. That will not happen. We also really strive to provide good customer service for you, as well as excellent medical care, because you deserve to be treated well. And we understand that sometimes your brain is foggy or that sometimes your memory is not quite what it used to be. We understand all of that. We won't make you feel bad for that. We support your journey along the way. My whole team is very, very dedicated to that, very committed to that. So I'm so excited to meet you and to welcome you into our practice at RestorMedicine. If you are interested in becoming a patient and want to see if we are a good fit for one another, then go ahead and schedule a free 20-minute strategy call. That will be with my patient care coordinator, and we can give you some more information and learn some more about you and see if we are a good fit for one another. So have a really beautiful day, and I will see you soon.